The following is a presentation of the Harding Sports Network.
We are Harding Sports Network. We are Bisons.
Hi, everybody, and welcome to this week's edition of Harding Football with Paul Simmons. The Bisons are outright Great American Conference champions after a 31-0 victory on Saturday at Arkansas Tech. And the Bisons, there's the ending of the game. And Paul Simmons, that was a nice shower that you received.
I tell you what, that is the most sissy-looking face I've ever seen in my life. And honestly, I did not want to get soaking wet, but boy, that's the kind of shower you want to take if you got to have one. It was an awesome day for our young men. It's been such a hard road, and so much perseverance and character and accountability and love and with those guys, and just to be able to celebrate together. I can't really describe it. It's just an awesome day, awesome accomplishment. Really, really proud of the boys.
It's a great photo. Sarah Hickerson with that photo for us. And Coach, I thought it was great. Coach Huck was in the booth with me, and we were watching down on the field. We saw that coming, and you're right. You tried to get away from it, but they were not going to let you get away from that.
Well, I'm not as quick as I used to be, but they didn't get all of me. I got a little bit wet.
Here's the video of it, Coach. They were not going to let you get away. And the celebrate, what a great scene. Those white helmets for the first time in program history, wearing those, and all white, and a championship. That's a great scene right there.
Boy, it's so fun to celebrate together. And they work so hard, and we ask them to be serious a lot of the time. So to get to let loose and laugh and cut up and celebrate is a blessing for sure, and just what a wonderful day.
Only the second outright conference championship, and to come after a fall in which you were not able to play. Didn't get to play it down last year, and it just seemed like that made it a little bit more sweet.
Well, so many things seem to make it more sweet. You know, not having a fall, having these seniors that put their life on hold and came back, starting the year off with a really, really tough loss on the road. You know, our guys have had their back against the wall for 9 straight weeks, and just the response has been unbelievable. The adversity and so many things go into making that an incredible day for us, and boy, it's awesome.
Before we go to break and look at the highlights, if you would talk about just looking at the season, there are no non-conference games. So each week is a conference game. Each week is so vital and important to your season. 11 weeks in the Great American Conference.
Well, yeah, and that's the whole deal is there, you know, you cannot exhale. You cannot let your foot off the gas. Every game is so vital, and it just felt like when we lost that game, you look down the barrel of, 4 or 5 games in a row of just really, really good football teams, and it's just hard. It's hard to bring it emotionally every single week, and it really speaks to the maturity of our young men and the coaching staff that we have, that they were able to really get better for 9 straight weeks, which is just hard to do.
Sarah Hickerson with some great photos. Coach, the helmets, I know that you wanted the fans' input, the players' input. Tell us the story about the white helmet.
Well, we have a very special donor that loves us, loves our guys, and is always trying to figure out ways to make things better, and this was his idea, and so we got those, and I was going to surprise the guys at the end of the year. But we lost to Southeastern, and I thought, boy, I got to create some positive energy. So I ruined the surprise, and I told them then. But I tell you what, when I asked the Brotherhood Extended to give their input on the decals, you would be shocked at how many people replied. I mean, my phone's blowing up. I got people texting me. I got people I hadn't heard from in 20 years going, Coach, we need the Bison. We need the HU. We need the numbers, which is what I wanted, was for people to get involved and feel ownership. And in the end, I went with what our guys wanted, which was the HU on one side, numbers on the other. So if you mailed in a vote and didn't get what you want, we apologize. It's not permanent. We might do something different later on, but I do think it's a really beautiful look, and I just know our guys like it, so I like it.
And that photo again from Sarah Hickerson.
That guy looks like a sissy.
That guy looks like a champion.
Yeah, well, I like that term better.
50th game as head coach at Harding, 40-10 your record, and coach now your 4th season and going to the playoffs. in your fourth season. I mentioned that to you yesterday when we got together. Those are some great numbers.
Yeah, I just tell you, we feel so blessed. I feel so blessed. I'm a guy that tends to be fear-driven and worrying about what's going to go wrong and how it's going to unravel. But God has been really faithful in the way He has blessed us, and we want to be more faithful in our response. I want to be more faithful in my response. It's hard. It's really hard. It's hard to do it over and over again. But man, the kind of coaches that we have leading these men, and the culture, the kind of young men we have. I'm just telling you, if the public knew our guys and knew what they were all about and how hard they tried to do things the right way, to honor one another, to honor God, to be selfless, to be accountable, it would make more sense why we've been able to have the success we have. And we want to do things in a way that makes this community, the Harding community, the Searcy community, proud of us. We want to represent well, and we hope we've done that, and we hope we can continue to raise that bar.
Bisons with a 31-0 victory on Saturday makes them 10-1 on the season, and the Bisons will play at home on Saturday. We'll talk more about the playoffs later on in the show as well, and we have highlights to get to. It was a hard-fought game on Saturday, and we'll start with the first half highlights right after this.
You quit smoking and thought, that's that. But here's the thing about lung cancer. By the time you see the symptoms, it could be too late. But now, there's a new scan that can detect lung cancer early, when it's more curable. If you smoked, get scanned. Talk to your doctor or learn more at savedbythescan.org.
Get along down the road. We got a long, long way to go. Scared to live, scared to die. We ain't perfect, but we try. Get along while we can. Always give love the upper hand. Paint a wall, learn to dance. Call your mom, buy a boat, sing a song, make a friend. Can't we all get along?
Welcome back to this week's edition of Harding Football with Paul Simmons. The Bisons knew going into Saturday they had a chance to win at least a share of the conference championship, but we were a little bit scoreboard watching up in the press box. I know that you guys were not down on the sideline, but the Bisons outright conference champions after the victory on Saturday. As we look at the first half highlights, first quarter coming up right here, and a very good start for the Bisons. Defense, we'll see Arkansas Tech get a first down here on the first play, but then stiffen up and force a punt. And then the offense, I thought, got off to a great start there on the first series.
I'm going to tell you, the defense was so dominant all day, especially up front. I can't say enough about, the way our D-line just punished their O-line. I mean, it really was unbelievable all day long, and we needed them to. It took our offense some time to get on track. Tech defensively did a really good job in the first half, and that first half went fast. It really went fast, and there was a lot of frustration. Our guys are used to just dominating, but I talked before the game. I said, guys, we've got to have a four-quarter, no flinch mentality. We got to have a belief about who we are in the fourth quarter, and just recognize that if we keep on swinging, keep doing things the right way, in the end it's going to go our way. And that's what we needed. We needed to have that composure big time Saturday. Huge conversion on third down right here. Actually 2 passing conversions on this drive that were big. Cole Chancey's first reception of his career, which is amazing. And here's the other big conversion to Michael Cindric. What a warrior. Preston did an awesome job throwing that ball with a guy in his face. That was a giant play in the ball game because, getting points on the board with the way our defense was playing felt like a giant deal.
That was 3rd and 11, 49 yards to Cindric. And on that first series, boy, we saw a lot of Nate Wallace in the backfield, Issa with a big sack.
Yeah, we just got through, actually the coaches in our league got through voting for all conference. And normally I nominate one or two guys on the D-line. I mean, I just went ahead and nominated the whole D-line because every one of them has been fantastic this year, and they were awesome Saturday. I mean, they were so dominant Saturday, as was the O-line. I mean, we did the same thing with our O-line. We felt like every one of them was deserving of being an all-conference kind of guy.
Cole Chancey with that rushing touchdown, 4-yard touchdown, his 20th, 21st of the season. And now the Bisons with a 7-0 lead after Ennis adds the extra point. And, boy, I thought the defense really got tough right here.
Yeah, boy, you just see those white hats flying to the football. That sounded kind of good, those white hats
Yeah,
flying the ball.
yeah. Jay Marshall, on the tackle there, he had a big day. 5 tackles for him, 5 for Dylan Hendricks, 5 for Nate Wallace.
Yep, Jay Marshall really dominated the tight ends in the game. You know, Nate's been out for 3 weeks, and, boy, he sure had a presence. You know, he was dominant Saturday. Today's his birthday. He's 21 today, and we sure love Nate. Nate, if you're listening, happy birthday, buddy.
So football now into Harding territory, and Tech driving right here.
You know, they got the ball, you know, in our territory a few times, but, boy, every time guys, you know, rose up and made plays, and just can't say enough about the way what those guys did, and with the coaches having them just extra ready to go. There you see pressure from Nate, pressure from Caden Pierce, and the DB's doing a great job back there. You know, they've thrown the ball well most of the year with Jack Lindsey, and so for our secondary to keep those guys out of the end zone was a really big deal.
He had forced a missed field goal right here. We saw Corey Beatty on coverage on that pass play. Corey had a big day. I thought he played super. He had 4 tackles and great coverage all day.
Yep, he was awesome.
So a run right here by Spicer, 13 yards.
Cole was special. He was special. 28 carries, 210 yards, 3 touchdowns. Tough as ever. The O-line, you know, once we got going in the second half, boy, they were so impressive.
Taylor Bissell with a 7-yard run right there. Yeah, Cole Chancey goes over 1,000 yards for the 3rd time in his career at Harding on Saturday, and he's the only Bison that's accomplished that. So we move into the second quarter, still 7-0. You talked about a quick first half, and the first quarter flew right by.
Boy,
and now the second quarter.
It did fly by. It felt like that first half was so fast.
This is going to be a good play defensively by Tech.
Yeah, the ball was kind of underthrown there. He should have let it go a little bit sooner, but he's made great decisions and played so well for us recently.
He connected with Townsend last week for a touchdown, almost hit him there for the touchdown.
Yeah, and they did some good things. They did some good things defensively, and watch this hit by Preston right here. Watch the quarterback right here. Well, that wasn't it.
Yeah, he will get a big hit later on.
Oh, yeah.
I'm not sure we'll see that, but it was after a penalty. But, yeah, he sure
it
did.
It was impressive, yeah. Well, again, the front 6 just dominating right there. You know, you don't want to cut the football back against a good defense.
Jay Marshall and Issa combining for the tackle there. Back-to-back plays of no gain. And now 3rd down and 10.
I thought the pressure, the pass rush pressure was so good all night, all day.
And now this is Kennedy in at quarterback. Lindsey was out for this series.
You know, the Lindsey kid took a lot of hits. He really did, and he went down and left the game several times, but give him a lot of credit. He must be a really tough kid because he kept coming back and kept battling for his team. I gained respect for him Saturday. Another big 3rd down right here. Boy, just watch the speed up front. We should have made that tackle right there. That was a frustrating play for us.
So the first down for Tech. And they're trying to drive and score right here late in the first half. And once again, they inside the 30-yard line.
Yeah, just every time they had a chance, you know, our defense really made plays. And, of course, we had them in 2nd and long most of the day. They couldn't run the ball on 1st down, and, you know, you enjoy playing football when you're in 2nd and 3rd and long. Great pressure by Dre Hall there. Was such a talented freshman player for us.
Yeah, Dre and Jay Marshall,
Yep.
Each with a half sack there, forced the punt and took them out of field goal range. The wind was blowing right in Tech's face on that drive. And yards were tough to get in this second quarter.
Really packed in there big time.
5-yard run coming up here in just a moment. We're going to see Spicer. Spicer was just warming up there in the first half because he had a couple of bursts there in the second half that we'll see that were
Yeah,
super.
we were just kind of bumpy in the first half. We didn't play as clean as we want to, but you know the halftime adjustments were fantastic. Boy, they really got in the middle of them, and when they got rolling, they were awesome. I think we had 4 possessions in the second half, and we scored on every one of them, I believe.
Yeah, Fox came on, the freshman there, to punt, and got the punt in a tough spot there at the goal line.
Yep, really proud of Ryan coming in a tough spot and hasn't played in his life, but when he needed to do it, he got there and did it. I'm just really proud of Ryan. He's got a really good future for us.
15-yard gain. Now Lindsey is back in the game. We talked about him being out. He was out for that one series, and he'll hook up here with Chase for 12 yards here.
I believe that ball bounced, but it doesn't matter now.
That was a first down. And now we're very late in the first half, final play of the first half.
Yeah, that basically was a Hail Mary situation. There's 4 seconds left, and our guys did a great job of not hitting that guy late. So you got to be pleased with a shutout. It's hard to do.
7-0 at the half, and the Bisons with the advantage. We'll see a big third quarter coming up for Harding when we come back and look at the third quarter and the fourth quarter highlights right after this.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division II, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Baseball for me just kind of was the glue that kept my family together. I feel like I was able to come here and get my triple major, as well as play a super high level of baseball against some of the best players in the country. There's a lot of options here in Division II with a lot of great ball players and a lot of great people, and they make sure that they give you every opportunity to succeed on and off the field.
Bisons with a 7-0 lead as we look at the highlights as we get ready to go into the third quarter. And Coach Huck was with me in the booth, and he talked about how important this first drive was. And we often talk about the first drive of the second half. And boy, did your team answer right here.
Oh, they came out on fire. The coaches did a great job adjusting. The O-line was punishing, and Cole got behind his pads, and yeah, it was really awesome. Boy, you see the big old kick-out block by Hunter Willis right there. Hunter's had an awesome season for us. He's really, really putting it on guys. And boy, just watch that D-line going backwards. It's so encouraging, so fun to watch.
Yeah, Cole went 7, 5, 11, 6, 6. His first 5 carries there of this drive.
Yeah, and we had a little bit of a tempo to us right there. Here's the big tackle right here. Watch this.
We do get to see it.
Yeah, here we go. Oh, my goodness. That's our quarterback. I love it, number 11.
Yeah, the Tech player down, and
We
Preston Payton.
obviously hope he's healthy.
Right, yeah, I hope that he's okay. But Preston Payton going over, and he turned into a linebacker right there, Coach.
Yeah.
But the penalty was against Tech. That was a free play, so you keep the possession and keep the drive alive right here. Preston Payton with a run to the right side, 4 yards for Preston. And a big hole up front for Cole Chancey.
Big hole. He's going to finish the runoff. He knows the way to the end zone. Cannot say enough about Coach Chisholm and the way the O-line has played all year. Such an incredible group. I definitely think this is the best O-line, if you include Jake Duggar in that front, that we've ever had here, and that's saying a lot. We've had some really, really awesome O-lines here.
That touchdown was the 22nd on the season rushing for Cole. That passes Park Parrish, who had 21 back in the 2016 season. So another record for Cole Chansey set on Saturday afternoon. So 14-0 now, Bisons, and Tech trying to put a drive together.
You know, I told the guys, I said, guys, this is a talented football team. They're going to make some plays, but we've got to have a long-term vision, a no-flinch mentality. Great job there on third down, stoning the run game.
Yeah, Dylan Hendricks on third down and 1, and it winds up being a 1-yard loss and forces a punt. And you had the long field for a lot of these drives in the second half.
We did, but boy, the confidence level right now is really high. And our offense, they really can smell blood in the water. You know, they recognize when they've got a team on their heels, and they can smell it and taste it, and they did that. They could feel it, and they got their ears pinned back, and here we go. It's fun. It's fun when as a coach you know how it looks and you know it's coming. And you just knew right here it was coming.
Yeah, and on this drive, 16, 40, and then 12, the rushes for Chansey.
Yeah, when he's behind his pads and he clears the line of scrimmage, it's trouble for whoever the defender is.
And here's Zach Smith around the left end.
Yeah, boy, Zach really has become such a special guy for us. He does all the little things the right way. He leads, he's accountable, he's a detail guy, he's a great teammate.
That was a big field goal, made it a 3-possession game, 17-0. Bison's Grant Ennis with a 25-yard field goal.
Yeah, Grant's been super. That group's been really, really good this year.
Cade Pugh with a good sure tackle there. Dylan Hendricks on the tackle. Tech just kept coming back and trying to get something going in that passing game.
It did not feel like a 31-0 ball game. It really didn't, because they just kept on competing, which says a lot about Coach Shipp and his guys.
Oric Walker Jr. with his second interception of the season.
Yeah, I love it. Love Oric so much, and when he has a chance to make plays, boy, he makes them.
So we move into the third quarter, 17-0. Bisons with the lead, and I thought this drive right here really was maybe the one that dropped the hammer for the Bisons.
Yeah, it was the dagger. When you go up 4 scores where the defense is playing, you know it's over.
30 yards there for Cole Chansey. Cole had 124 yards in that third quarter alone. You mentioned he went over 200 yards on the day.
Yeah, but he earned all of them now. Boy, look at the blocking down. Look at Taylor Bissell blocking downfield, getting the guy on the ground. Gotta love to see that. Then rewarding him by getting the ball to him. Great job.
13 yards for Taylor Bissell. He's one of those 13 seniors.
Well, look at the body lanes. That is so good.
Cole Chansey for 7.
I think he was kind of gassed right there. But I got on the headset and I said, man, let's feed it to him, get him in the end zone.
3 rushing touchdowns for Cole Chansey on the day, and now 23 on the season. And the Bisons, with that score, up 24-0 after the extra point by Ennis into the fourth quarter now. Nate Wallace again is going to make a tackle for no gain. He looked like a player, coach, that had missed being out there. He really played well.
I'm telling you, it has killed him not getting to be out there. He was ready to play. He looked really fast in practice all week, and you could see it coming. I knew he was going to have a dominant ball game.
I thought that was a very impressive tackle by Hendricks against the tight end. Corey Beatty with the return right there. Penalty cost the Bison some yardage, so begin this drive back at the 44-yard line. And there's the burst I was talking about a few moments ago from Spicer, 32 yards right here.
Yeah, he's got game-changing speed. He's had a great freshman year. We put him up for freshman of the year in our league, and he's been dynamite, and his future for us is so bright.
He makes great cuts and then turns on the speed into another gear. 23-yard touchdown run right there for Jalen Spicer.
But he's an elite young man. He'll be a team captain for us. he's a big-time leader. I mean, he'll own his own business one day. He'll do whatever he wants to do because he's got a lot of special charisma, accountability, leadership. He's a special young man.
31-0 Bisons after that score right there. And Tech deep in their territory to begin this drive.
Yep, and again, we're getting the chance to have some younger guys play, which is really good for us down the stretch.
Orlando Henley made the tackle, then Kyle McDonald with a play. Saw Austin Bailey make a tackle earlier as well.
Good job by Kyle McDonald,
Yeah.
tackling strong right there.
Forces another punt. And this will be the Bison's final drive coming up right here. Get Robert Wilkie in the game. 6-yard run for Robert. He's one of those seniors. And Will Fitzhugh with a big run right here, 9 yards. And that first down pretty much iced it.
Yep, and, you know, those guys could have gone and scored for sure.
So victory formation, and the Bisons, there's Paul Simmons running at the top of the screen, trying to get away from the bucket. He cannot. And the celebration, it was great to see. That's the angle that I had, Coach, watching that, and just such a tremendous sight to see your team celebrate the second outright conference championship in program history.
Yeah, what a day. What a day, what a memory, what an accomplishment by our guys. We just feel so blessed.
Held Tech to only 4 of 11 on third down as well on Saturday. Coach, I know you want the fans there on Saturday. It is a 1 p.m. kickoff, First Security Stadium. Harding and Washburn. The Ichabods will be here. It's a 9-2 team coming to town. And so for tickets, you go to hardingtickets.com. And we want to see a great atmosphere on Saturday.
Boy, we do. You know, it's so hard to get in the playoffs, and it's even harder to have a home playoff game. And to be able to play in Searcy in front of our own community means the world to us. Man, we want people to be proud of us. We want to do things the right way. But, you know, our students, a lot of them are going to go home for Thanksgiving break. And so if you're somebody that pays attention but doesn't come to the games, man, it's going to be 57 degrees. It's going to be beautiful. The Hogs are out of town. Come pull for the Bisons. We need you guys here and loud behind our guys. It's a big deal, and come help us.
It was fun yesterday. We were in the team room when the announcement came out, and the players were so excited. And I've been in there before, and it's a very business-like team. I mean, this team has been there before, but I think they were so excited to have a home game. That's what they were excited about.
Yeah, this group has never played a home playoff game. 2016, these guys, I guess, were red shirts, some of them, but they've never played in a home playoff game for us. Now, they've been in a lot of playoff games, but it just is different and it is special when you do it at home, and they can't wait to get going.
All right, stay with us. We will come back and we will check in with Haley Kate Webb and see what she has for us this week. I think we're going to hear from the defensive line, and that's coming up right after this.
That's trouble right there.
If you're talking, they will hear you.
Why are we getting killed like this?
Kyle's not here. Got caught drinking beer in the park a couple of nights ago.
Really?
Yeah, 0 tolerance. He's out for the season.
Harsh.
Hey, he knew not to drink. We've made that clear to all of our kids, right?
No, not really.
Bill, if we don't tell them what we expect and why they shouldn't drink, how are they gonna know?
Talk. They hear you. For more information, visit underagedrinking.samhsa.gov.
You try.
Number 32, Kyle Hornsby.
Inside the 30. Touchdown. Michaela burns it.
An incredible finish by Hall.
The NCAA and its member schools offer nearly 500,000 college athletes a path to go pro in something other than sports. Learn more at ncaa.org/opportunity.
Now we're going to hear from the defensive line. Haley Kate Webb has put this piece together for us.
I'll say Cajun turkey. These boys ain't had no good turkey around here.
It's got to be yams.
I'm gonna have to say ham.
My favorite would have to be sweet potato pie, because every Thanksgiving I get my own pie. My whole family knows it. So yeah, I would have to go with the sweet potato pie. Turkey for sure. It's too dry.
Green bean casserole, that's got to go. That's garbage. Probably like if somebody brought like some cookies, because who wants to eat cookies on Thanksgiving? Like I'm trying to get some pie. I ain't can touch. I can touch. Oh yeah, it's definitely touching. Like we getting crazy. No, we piling on top of each other. You gotta touch.
It's gotta touch. You gotta mix a little everything. You know what I'm saying? All the juices and yeah, it's got to. It's got to.
Pumpkin pie. Yeah.
I'm gonna go with a pumpkin pie. That's cake.
Pumpkin pie. That's a tough one. I ain't even gonna lie to you. I'm gonna say pumpkin pie. I don't know why people be hating on pumpkin pie. Bro, I thought it was only one, bro. The only one I know is the Mayflower.
Pilgrims. Wasn't one the Mayflower? It was one named after a girl. It was a girl's name, wasn't it?
The Mayflower, the Ann. That's all I know. Can I get a call? Can I call somebody? No. Yeah. Hey, bro, look it up.
I'm gonna go Coach Brewer. Coach Brewer, he like real, like solid. So like it's a lot of crowds. He could get through the crowds easy. Plus he looks small, so it's like he can make a hole all the time.
Probably Coach Moat. I feel like that'd be fun. I feel like it might get wild. My main man, Coach Bro. Nah, he's just a dog. It's gonna Coach Big. You know, he can get them deals. So you know, I'm with him. Yeah.
I don't something like that. I know something like that.
Gobble. Gobble gobble.
Thank you, Haley Kate Webb, for that, and we always enjoy the pieces that Haley Kate Webb puts together for us. Coach, what a time to hear from the defensive line, because, boy, they were dominant on Saturday.
They were dominant. You know, and they're dominant and they're deep, and you know what's crazy is that group has one senior in it and one junior, and so the future there is fantastic. Coach Bigelow does a great job with that group, and well, there's a lot of personalities in that group. They're a hilarious bunch. Obviously, they need to do a little bit of work on their American history, but it's an awesome, fun bunch to be around. And you know, I'm a lifetime D-line guy, and so I've got a special affinity for those guys, and but we're awful proud of them.
I was with you yesterday. It all started when we found out Washburn was the opponent. Tell everybody about your day, because this is not a normal game week. I know this has been a very busy day for you.
Well, there's so many things that go into having a playoff game. You know, we've been in meetings all day long, and you're trying to organize everything, and then we actually had an hour and a half long Zoom all conference call today, and so much of what I do today is not X's and O's. And that's why it's so awesome, so crucial that I have, you know, our staff. I'm just telling you, the coaching staff at Harding University is the best staff in the country. I don't care what level it's on, and I don't mean just the way they treat their players, the way they love on the guys, the way they speak life into them, but the work ethic, the attention to detail, the hours they put in, and the situation that they put our guys in, the way they give them the best chance to succeed on Saturday. It is crazy impressive, and people don't have any idea how special these guys are and what a blessing it is for Harding to have this level of coaching staff. They're all guys that could be somewhere else making more money, but they choose to be here because this is home for us. We all played here. This is not work for us. This is mission. We love what we do. We love doing it together. And you know, those guys just do a tremendous job getting these guys ready to play. And I can promise you, they will have them ready to go this Saturday one more time. Okay, it's a good football team coming in. Obviously, it's the playoffs. Everybody has a good football team. They're 9-2. Washburn, the Ichabods, kind of preview that for us. And once again, tell everybody how important it is to come out. I remember the 2016 home game.
You talked about the students are not there, but that game had such a electricity to it because it was a playoff atmosphere. We want that on Saturday.
You know, first of all, yeah, this is a really talented football team. I mean, they've got some guys that can just go. They got a receiver that's very electric. Quarterback throws the ball really well. They got a big tight end that's supposed to be an NFL prospect. I mean, this is a powerhouse program that's been a traditional power for a long time. And so we definitely have our hands full without a doubt. And you know what? I remember that game 2016 as well. And we didn't have a giant crowd, but we had such a loud crowd.
Energetic.
They were, because it was people that wanted to be there. They weren't there on accident. I do think we'll have more students than we did before because we've been, you know, working harder and pushing it more. And quite frankly, our students have been more supportive this year than ever before. But, man, we need every single person, every single voice. I said this morning to the students, I said the first 250 to show up with an ID, we'll let you guys in for free. And we just, we need the guys and the girls and the community to come out and get behind these guys. I promise you these guys are worth pulling for. And we need you. We need all of you.
All right, Coach Simmons, congratulations once again on the Great American Conference regular season championship. We wish you all the best in the playoffs and look forward to watching your football team on Saturday.
Thank you, Billy. Let's go.
That's all for this week's edition of Harding Football with Paul Simmons. Don't forget, hardingtickets.com is where you can go and purchase your tickets. 1 p.m. kickoff on Saturday. We'll have the broadcast on the Harding Sports Network. We'll see you next time.